Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with us for another episode of Tavern Talk with Head Removal Inc. As you can see, we got most of the crew here today. We're talking about something else today. That's kind of like the awards the showcase that we did on our own couple weeks ago. But this one's called the Golden Tankards, and this is the gaming awards that should exist that you don't usually see and stuff. So we're gonna jump right into stuff, and I'm gonna ask the usual question, guys. We got, or actually, let me do this first. Our introductions. We got Jaboom over there in the corner, rocking his Orioles hat this morning. We got
Camera
Myth.
issues always. I'm just gonna turn it off.
All right, we got Myth down there. I'm not sure what he's doing right now, but fucking child. And then, of course, our resident horror keeper here. We got Why So Serial Man, who is off cam as well.
Serial, I have a question.
What's up?
What is your little picture that we have for you?
It's a body hanging from a hook. Like
Is it
Dead by
like
Daylight
I
from a
don't
style.
know why my camera is like lagging every Saturday. Like there's something with I guess the video. I gotta go
It
in and
really
change.
just hates you playing. It hates you using it on Saturdays. That's all it is.
I'm not sure. It shouldn't really have any effect because I have it all like tuned down. Like, are you seeing it lag on VDO?
Now I'm seeing it lag on our stream like really bad.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's why I just kicked it off because I was sitting over there. I would move and then 5 seconds would go by and I would move again. Then 5 seconds would go by and I would move again. And it's been doing it every Saturday and I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure because it's not. Maybe it's a bandwidth thing, but it shouldn't be.
No, I hope not. I pay them enough money.
Yeah. Just wait until that fucking discount runs out in 5 years.
I got 5 years, man. When it runs out, hopefully I can cancel internet.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to fucking. I gotta call them and get my 5-year discount because I'm fucking not paying $133 for internet.
I'm about to say, all you gotta do, all I used to do when I had Spectrum, this is what I always did with Spectrum, because you always got the special price. You call them up, you say, I want to cancel, and they're like, why? It's because, like, this introductory price is running out, and I'm not paying the full price. 99% of the time, they'll just give you the introductory price for, another couple of years.
You guys are paying less than $100.
I'm paying
Shit, you're doing
133
something right.
for.
Ready for me to blow your mind? I pay $40 a month for my internet. 40.
Maybe
How
I
fast
need
is
to
your
look into
internet?
something because holy shit, I'm paying like 110.
I think you're on the
120.
500 plan, aren't you?
No, I'm on the one right beneath fiber, and it's just because they haven't ran fiber out here.
Oh, I pay $79 a month for 2 gig fiber.
Yeah, I think I got a gig, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's
Play-
1-1.
Pay 133 for 1 gig of fiber because all my discounts ran out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I gotta call them because T-Mobile's doing that 5-year price lock. That's why Jib's got the 5-year price lock. I gotta call them and tell them like, hey, I'm gonna switch to T-Mobile, and then they'll be like, okay, here you go. Here's a discount.
Yeah, I'm not paying 133 for internet. That's absurd.
Yep.
Yeah, that's completely absurd. I would think I would stop gaming for I paid that for internet.
So, but anyways, enough about our shitty ass fucking internet companies around here with their price gouging.
I'm cheap though.
We all are. We all grew up poor. Thank you very much. But yeah, guys. So we just want to find out what were you guys playing these past few weeks since we last saw you and talked to you guys on the podcast. So, Jim, what have you been playing?
Warcraft. That's all I want to play. I don't want to play anything else. For some
Yeah,
reason, my brain has went back to just wanting to play WoW.
You got the itch back.
Boomkin's good again.
Yeah. Boomy's good next season. You guys ain't gonna see me at all. Unless you play World of Warcraft.
Even after the nerfs that they got 2 days ago or yesterday, they're still really good.
That's good. I always think that it's terrible whenever they nerf classes instead of balancing different ways. Like, if it's completely overpowered, then it makes sense to bring them down a little bit. But just bring the other classes up a little bit to max.
It was overpowered. So a Boomkin ability called Starfall. Before they nerfed it, Starfall was the best ability to press in the whole entire game.
How it should be.
Yeah.
It's an uncapped AoE. It should be the sexiest button in the game.
Uncapped AoE that hits that has such a huge range.
That's why he pulls stuff that he's not supposed to.
That's why you do big pulls. Hey, I watched a guy run a key last night saying that Boomkin was viable in a key. He was paired with a Devourer DH and a fucking Shadow Priest that was hitting him with power infusion on cooldown. I was like, yeah, if only.
Well, Myth, you posted in chat that you've been playing Power World.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Power World's new official release has made the game extremely fun, and they've added so many new things to it.
I'm not getting behind this one. You guys talk about Power World all you want.
That's something Mari and I have been playing by ourselves. We kind of have our own little world, kind of just having some fun with it.
I feel like I just regressed my intelligence by 10 years when I boot up Power World.
Why?
I just can't do
Power
it.
World's a great game.
I don't want to run around throwing balls at dumb shit.
You don't have
If
to.
I
You can
wanted
run
to do
around.
that, I'd throw balls at my
Just shoot
kids.
guns at him.
I'm gonna say you can run around to shoot guns at them.
For me, it's been I've been playing a lot of Deadlock lately.
My kid just got a invite for that.
It's so good. It's I'm trying to get one of my buddies to play because I'm like, it's just Smite, but like
Third person hero shooter.
It's made by Valve, it's made by Valve, not any other company. So it's Dota but third person.
Yeah. Well, for myself, been back on Destiny 2 for a bit, a couple of weeks now. I haven't played much of Hellclock, which is what I was playing. Beyond that, I haven't really honestly gamed that much.
Yeah, I went through a couple weeks of that too, where I didn't want to play video games. It's slowly coming back though.
Yeah, I took a whole week off of streaming and playing video games.
It's hard playing games when you work so much overnight. I sleep 90% of the day.
Yeah.
It's killing me.
Just been working on other stuff. We got into, well, I got a bunch of crazy deals on some plants like at Lowe's and Walmart and stuff like that, getting clearance shit. So we've been doing that kind of stuff, doing a little bit of gardening.
Oh, hold on a minute. You've been actually touching grass? Now you
I've
understand
legit
my problem
touching
with
grass.
being at my desk. Now you understand my problem. I touched grass and I realized that grass is nice and it's okay.
The grass is green
every once in a while.
I'm like Gollum. I go outside, I look up at the sun, and I'm like, it burns us.
Yeah,
Cat, that's my issue too. Being in IT at 5 days, 8 hours a week, sometimes it's just like I don't want to look at my computer today. And so if something goes wrong, I'm like, not today's problem. Fucking worry about that tomorrow.
Yeah, she's lying because she's been a slave driver when it comes to Power World with me.
Do you guys do that as a job? Like, I stream in the morning. When I'm done streaming, it's like my brain is just turned off from video games. It's like, yeah, you're good for the day. Go do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to describe it, but it's just kind of been like that. However, I have been sneaking on World of Warcraft in the afternoons playing. Just people haven't seen me.
Yeah, because you're invisible all the time.
Going to the park's always fun.
I was just running around farming little things, doing dumb shit like old T-Mog runs and stuff. I don't know. I've just been having fun with the game.
Definitely got a lot of time investment for you guys, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So, but all right, guys, we're gonna move right into things. Everybody's got about a 15 to 17-ish minute time frame here, and everybody's got 3 awards and games that they've chosen. We're not gonna tell you what awards or what games they are right off the rip, but they're gonna tell you as they go along. I'm sure you could probably guess 1 or 2 of some of the others, but
nobody will guess mine.
My last one's gonna be hilarious because I have to give you the reason why I stuck to the one. I was gonna change it so we didn't have any duplicates, but if I would have picked any of the others, you guys would have called me insane. So we'll go over that when we get there.
You're trying to talk me into going to Swallow Falls. You want to swim, not in a pool. That's fine. We can go. I just fucking hate people.
Dude, go to New Germany. Go to New Germany. We went up there the other weekend. There might have been 4 people there. It was glorious.
Yeah, in the little pond lake thing.
In the lake, man. We went up to the lake. It looks 10 times different than it did when I was a kid. It was one of the best times. It was actually when I was trying to do the podcast for my phone, I kept losing service. It's because I was driving down into that hole in the earth.
I want to go back up to. I'd love to go like up to Jennings and go jump off
Oh,
cliffs
that'd be
and
another
shit.
good place. That'd be another good place to go. Jennings.
Yeah, I miss
I
jumping off
prefer
cliffs.
lakes. I do. I prefer lakes over pools, but I'm a country boy. I guess it's
Yeah.
just in my blood.
I also don't really just enjoy just like swimming, like just in the water. I like to like do shit. Like when they put the rope swing up on the cliffs, everybody's like, "I'm not doing that." I'm like, "You fucking right, I am." Yee.
Yeah, you take your old ass up there and have a day going off that rope swing. You tell me how you feel the next day. Tell me how you feel the next day. Fucking
It's
running
not the
down
rope.
that hill.
I say it's not the rope swing that's gonna be the problem. It's climbing the fucking cliff face back up.
You let me know how you feel the next day.
The going down's fine. It's the coming back up that sucks. I almost fucking died
Shit.
hit on that rope swing. I fucking swung off of it and didn't realize the water had dropped almost 30 feet and almost hit the fucking bottom.
Oh yeah, dude. Yes.
Yeah, it was a great time. But all right, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna start with the horror keeper of our show, and he's gonna go over his 3 awards that he's given out and what the games are and his reasoning why. And he's not going to get super long-winded.
I know.
Fucking poke him with the stick.
You have to, I swear. For the first one, it's the worth every hour. It's just a game that you play a lot of, a game I play a lot of, and that's gonna be Siege. I can't put it down. I'm just gonna leave it short and sweet. I'm heavily addicted to the game. Every new update, I gotta play it. It's bad.
Yeah, you
from
definitely spend a
there-
lot of money on that one.
I think
buying
there's
skins.
47. I think there's 47 elite skins, and I have at least 30 of them.
And how many operators
So-
are there?
Well over 40.
Mm-hmm. And
But
don't you have to buy them?
No, technically no. You can earn the credits in game to get them, but I have 900,000 renown, so when they come out, I can just go ahead and buy them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It's literally like me and
when-
Apex with my fucking credits in there. When a new
dude,
hero comes
it's
out or
so
legend comes out, I
bad.
can just buy it.
It's so bad because like when Snake came out, I think two weeks later they dropped an elite skin that was his old Snake skin from Metal Gear Solid 4.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no split-second decision. I already had the credits on my account. I bought it and then turned around and filled back up my credits and got the Raiden skin for Maverick and got the Gray Fox skin for Jackal, and I have the Meryl skin for Ash. Like it was bad. I was like, bro, Siege has taken all of my money, if not Siege, Smite. So
Right.
from there, one of those I actually really like this award, the Fool's Gold. Why did I buy this? There's a lot of games I regret buying, but I think the top one is going to be Escape from Tarkov. All my friends were hyped about it. I tried to get into the game. I hate every second of it. Has nothing to do with it being a looter shooter. I love looter shooters. I love extraction games. I just hate Tarkov because its controls are so wonky to me. It's stupid, and the toxicity of the community makes me not want to play. And then for the last one, it's kind of like a guilty pleasure. Like Sam said it earlier before stream, something that you play off stream because you don't want anybody to know that you actually play the game.
And now everybody's going to know.
Yeah, I know. It's a game called Record of the Agarest Wars. It also has a title just Agarest Wars. It's a little JRPG game. I found it back on the PS3 years ago, enjoyed the crap out of it, beat it, got it back on my Xbox, beat it, and now I own every copy on Steam, and I still plan to go through every single one, including the newest one that they just dropped for it. So I'm a little ashamed of myself. I didn't put a single horror game up here, but I mean, to be fair, it would have just been, like I said, it would have just been Dead by Daylight. So there's my 3 awards, my 3 games. I'll pass it on to the next.
Hold on a second. We got time to talk about it. You got a little bit of time we got to fill out, so it's okay.
You said to be short and
Too fast this time.
Not long-winded.
Yeah, right? He's fucking just like, all right, next one.
There's a thing called a happy medium.
Right?
Can't do the happy medium. Honestly, I want to jump back on the Tarkov thing. I just it upsets me that I can't enjoy the game because it just got a new update where they added a new map, some new guns, new mechanics, and it sounds really cool. It's just I every time I see someone play the game, I'm just like, cool, you're playing Tarkov. Is there anything else that we can watch?
I can't believe that they added Tarkov to Steam. Like they were.
The worst.
It took them years to do it.
They added it to Steam, but if you already own the game, you have to rebuy it.
Because it's a different platform.
And then you can't even use your account. You have to make a whole new account. So on top of buying the game again, it's like, do you really want to do that grind to get? Now, I know some people are like, hey, that's just an extra account. If something happens to my main, I can just switch over to another. That's what scav runs are for. And I think Tarkov really did bring the life of extraction shooters. You know, it kind of started the whole thing. But then you have other games that were just so much better. Hunt Showdown. That is another game I could sink some time into. I even have the Post Malone operator and Ghostface. Or what now you got Arc Raiders, and I don't even want to talk about the other one that Bungie made.
Yeah. We've got a bunch of different it's a very niche genre right now, and a lot of people are jumping on that hype train because like Arc Raiders was so successful at the beginning of it, and then everybody else is trying to get their cash cow out. So we got a bunch of the extraction looter shooters, but I'm not a Tarkov fan myself, but it's definitely one of those games that you can't deny that it really did well with the genre. It's like PUBG for the Battle Royale. Like that one opened the door. That was the Battle Royale genre breaker that made every other company want to make their own Battle Royale, and none of them has been successful, with the exception of like Apex Legends.
That's what I just said.
PUBG?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vlad. PUBG still is my #1 Battle Royale game. Not PUBG Mobile though. I don't know if y'all have seen that. That shit's gone like a whole different direction. You can now do Naruto jutsus in the game. It's wild. But if you guys do like JRPGs, I recommend checking out the Agarest Wars. They're really good. They got a little corniness to them, like most one-off JRPG games, but it's interesting. There's a lot of different mechanics into the game that make it genuinely fun. And I know there was one that you could get. It was the August Wars 0. You could get the DLC. Basically gave you in-game weapons early, and it didn't matter. First 2 chapters you did fine, but it was like as soon as you hit chapter 3, those weapons were absolute shit. And it was like, damn, these are in-game and they're not good anymore. So you had to start learning how to do all like the crafting and the upgrading your stuff, making how to balance out your characters from being magic based or physical based. So it was an interesting time to sit down and play one of those games because this is something I genuinely do. I'm a multiplayer or a horror guy, so to play a one-off game like that, it's like me touching Final Fantasy. It's a blue moon thing to happen.
Yeah. I enjoy a lot of my JRPGs. I don't have like any favorites that have been out lately. I did pick up, well, I did play the Sea of Stars. That was really good. I got that on Game Pass a while back, and then I just got it in the recent Humble Bundle that I forgot about. So I have it on Steam now. I thought about going back and replaying it because they did add some new the opening cinematic has been redone, as well as they did some more cinematics for the characters that didn't have
I think that's the thing I don't
like
like
a lot of
about
background.
JRPGs, though, is I genuinely hate how they'll put so much time and effort into some of these cutscenes. If the cutscene is like 10 seconds long, and then it cuts back to just you have to read everything. Like, bro, your character just had a voice for 10 seconds. Let that be the dialogue, like for the voice. Why couldn't you pay the actor just to read? Like,
Cost money to do that, sir.
I know, but that's what gets on my nerves sometimes. Is I'll be like, oh, so cool, sweet cutscene, 5 second cutscene into just me back to reading, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
I
but if you
understand.
like, for the rest of you guys, like that for Jib and Myth and stuff, like that was something that we were hyped at when we were kids. Like if we played a JRPG, you kept playing the game because you wanted to see the next cutscene. Like the game was great, so that was your bonus in between. But whenever you got that first cutscene, you were like, "Holy shit!" And then you got to the next one, you're like, "Yes!" And then you're like, "All right, what's the next one that's got to be just as epic?"
Yeah. I think that was me playing the Hack series on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it's definitely different, that's for sure.
It's been a while since I played a JRPG.
Same. It's been a moment.
The biggest thing about those games is like the grind. Every single JRPG in the history of mankind is such a grind to do anything.
Yeah. You do have like, and that's the point of them too, like grind for the ultimate weapons or grind to get this, making sure that you're powered up enough. And the last time that I remembered actually like doing something like that was probably Blue Dragon, and I had all my shadows leveled up for every person, like because you could transfer the shadow from one to another character later in the game.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I would do that and just go to this one zone that I could just beat the shit out of everything, and it would give you a bunch of XP for it, and just rinse and repeat until all my shadows were leveled up so high that when I got to the final boss, I punched him once.
I'm just throwing out there. I know I'm biased, and it'll always be the wrong opinion, but the only Final Fantasy I've ever sunk my teeth into was 13. And genuinely is my favorite. Like I've played a little bit of the others, but I really like Final Fantasy 13. I know it's wrong. It's wrong to like that one.
Isn't this like the most hated Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the first one we got I'm sorry, not the first one we got a sequel, but it was the first one we got a threequel to.
Yeah, I don't understand why they had to do 3 of them, but it was it's a
However,
fun series.
a kick-ass move by Final Fantasy was making those movies. The
Oh yeah.
Kingslayer or whatever. No. I'm talking the most
The
recent
15.
ones. Those, yes, are goated. Those are goated. Yes. I think it was Kingslayer or something like that.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
for
so
15.
good. Yeah, that movie was 10 out of 10
It was
for being all CG.
It was a prequel movie for the game, and then they made another one that was.
I think they did. I think there's 2.
Yeah.
Glaive.
Yeah,
Kingslave.
That's
Yeah,
it.
there we go. That's such a good little hour and a half movie.
Yeah. And
I've actually never seen that Final Fantasy movie.
You may want to watch that, Myth. It's pretty dope, man. Even like that standalone is really good.
Can't drive
and
in
started
first
with
person.
Siege. I'm gonna just. I'm the reason why I'm not touching it is because I know if I start talking about it, I'm not gonna stop. So that's why I'm not touching it.
I haven't sunk any time into a Final Fantasy game since 12, except for 14, and that's the MMO. But I haven't played any of the RPG ones.
I've played them all, but the most recent.
14 just came out
story.
for the Switch.
15 was the last one that I played through.
I would like to go back and do Noctis's story, but that's the only one I haven't done.
It's
what
worth
I
it.
guess the last two.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't touched 16 because genuinely I have a hatred for Clive. I don't. It's because solely based off of him being in Tekken. But Noctis' story was really good. I
It
genuinely
wasn't
enjoyed
bad. Like I
15.
watched. Now, don't get me wrong. I watched the entire playthrough of the game, so I mean, I understand the story. I thought the ending was fucking 10 out of 10. I
Mhm.
just never personally played it.
It threw me for a loop when I first booted it up. I expected to play like 13 or whatnot because that was the last one I had played. And then whenever I started playing it, I was like, bro, wait a minute. I was like, what is this combat sequence? Why does it feel
Yeah,
like I'm
they
playing Devil May
changed
Cry?
everything.
I was like,
Hmm.
hold on, this is different. I was like, I
Yep.
like this. The only thing that I hated was Ignis constantly being like, I've got a recipe for you. And I'm like, bro, I don't care. I'm literally just trying to go do my mission.
There's always one of those
Stop
characters.
cooking.
Yeah, that's just fucking talking like Vivi from
Yeah, I
9.
was just, dude, you took it right out of me. Vivi almost killed fucking 9 for me.
But he's
Such a
such a
good story.
fucking yeah, it's such a great story, and he's such a fucking powerful character for that game. So
Yes, yes.
they all have their moments. And then didn't they just announce or they just released the Final Fantasy 9 remake
Oh, no doubt.
or a
I didn't,
remaster,
I
not a
didn't see
remake?
that.
I think
It
they
makes sense
announced
to
it.
remaster 9 because, I mean, we all loved 7. It was goated. They remastered it. 8, I liked, a lot of people didn't like 8 because of the story with the sorceresses and everything, but it seemed like 9, they really brought it home because everybody loved 9.
Yeah.
Everybody loved Final Fantasy 9.
Oh yeah. The fucking card game was
Yep,
always my favorite thing to do. And then when I
yep,
played
card game
14,
was fun.
that's
I
where I
forgot all
spent
about
most
that.
of
They
my
remade
time.
'em.
I spent
Yeah, I forgot the
99%
card
of
game
my
was in
fucking
there.
time in the Golden Saucer on Final Fantasy 14 playing that card game. If I was on that game and I was not fucking feeling it, I would sit in the casino and just gamble the whole fucking time. like I'm bored.
Just throwing it out there, Jib. If you haven't gotten 15 on Steam yet, if you buy it on Steam, you get the Half-Life outfit for Noctis.
No, no doubt.
I'm
No
currently
doubt.
looking at it.
Yeah, Sup Killy just joined in. I know that he's got a lot of time in 9. That's probably, other than 7, that's probably your longest gameplay for a Final Fantasy, is it not? Is 9?
I had an incredibly long playthrough on 7 the last time I did it because I did the whole
Yeah, me too.
theory that you could keep Agarest alive, so I had
Mm-hmm.
to be max power. I think it was like level 55 before coming off the first disc or something like that. I farmed monsters for
Only to
weeks.
find out it was all a lie.
Dude, I was so overpowered through the rest of the game, it didn't matter. It just didn't matter.
Hot take. I genuinely do hate the fact that they are making these new Final Fantasy games, but they're making them the 3D, 2D pixelation remaster edition type thing.
Oh, I got you.
Like Final Fantasy Renaissance, it got announced. I was really hyped about it. I think it's super cool, but I genuinely hate the fact, and I love pixel art, but I hate the fact that it's got to be a pixel art game. Like we're at the age now, just make it. You're already
I don't
almost there
care
by
about
making some of the
graphics.
stuff 3D and like real tone graphic.
I
You do
just
it
want
because
it
of
to be a
the
good
nostalgia.
game. Yeah, I just wanted a good game. I could give a shit about the graphics, just as long as the game's
Your
good.
Really just depends
last
on
Final
what type of
Fantasy
game.
playthrough was long. Fucking lying piece of shit over there. Look at him. He's like trying not to laugh. He's like,
He played it for like 12 hours, if that. He
yeah.
probably done
Hold
about
on.
10 on it.
You know what? We're gonna fucking find out real quick.
He's still lost in Midgar.
All right. Well, while I'm looking this up for you all, go ahead and we're gonna move on to uh, Jib, our resident moonkeeper here. He's going to tell you what his picks were and why.
Mine's pretty understandable. So, The Merchant's Regret. I had two. Both of them have done great jobs, I guess, since the release. No Man's Sky has to be mentioned there. Even though the game has come such a long way, the release of that game was fucking terrible. It was quite possibly the biggest waste of money I think I ever spent on a game. Second would have been Fallout. But Fallout, they kind of seem to change their shit a little faster. I mean, don't get me wrong, both games did deliver eventually, but it was years down the road after the release. And if it wasn't for people kind of sticking around and keeping the game alive, those are two titles I don't think we'd be talking about to this day. The launch was that bad. I mean, No Man's Sky, they're like, you're never going to run into people. It's so vast. You can't two player. I remember the first week me and my brother played it, we found one another. But I mean, we set out with a goal to see how hard it was to find one another. There was so many features that he was supposed to add in with building and different planets and stuff on planets that when it released, it felt like the game was still in beta. Like it was just gathering rocks and fucking traveling to other planets. Same as with
Yeah.
with Fallout. Like when you loaded in Appalachia for the first time and you realized there was no NPCs, there was no story, there was just you and other players running around the map fighting one another like it was an apocalyptic wasteland, which was cool. I mean, they nailed that as far as like Fallout, but what we got in place of like Fallout from Fallout 4 to, thinking Fallout 76 was the next was no. It was so bad. It was so bad. Such a letdown. So I had to
Yeah.
kind of throw both of them in there. Inevitably, I give the award to No Man's Sky. I feel like it took them a lot longer to deliver on the promises that they said. If the game would have launched, like say they take the game they have today and would have went back and launched it, there's a possibility it could have been in one of our positive categories. So
Mhm.
that's
Yeah, yeah.
merchant regret.
Yeah, that one definitely. I talked, we've talked about that one before and my thoughts on it, but that was the biggest caveat to why I didn't pick that one up, and I refused to at the beginning and still do now. But whenever they were like, "Hey, the universe is so massive that it's very unlikely that you'll ever run into anyone, or a planet that's not been or a planet that is explored." And it turned out that you would never run into anyone because everybody was in their own server, and it wasn't
Hmm.
until later that they fixed that, to where you could actually find people. And it was like, oh, so what you broadcasted is it was actually a lie of you were not going to find each other, and there was no way to play with other people.
It was a very boring game. Like there wasn't. I don't now that you see the end product, I think this is what he intended to do with No Man's Sky, but what we got at first was definitely an unfinished game. Like it was
Yeah,
nowhere close to being done.
that was the other thing for all of you guys who haven't played it. The end game originally was when you got to the center of the universe, that was your end game, and there was nothing there for you. It'd be like, you'll just have to wait and see. There was nothing
Yeah.
there. It was a new game plus with all your equipment broken. That's exactly
Yeah.
what it was.
It's like I said though, I think that if they were to release the game they have now, like take
Hmm.
that back and release it, it would be a completely different story. I think the guy clearly wanted to do everything that he promised on, because a lot of stuff's been added to the game. There could have been rush from a studio, I don't know, but they
Yeah.
100% delivered a broken game.
Now I am excited for that Light No Fire that they're doing, because that one
Yeah,
is equally as massive on a single planet, and more fantasy related instead of sci-fi. So
yeah.
I'm willing to give it a try. So we'll see what happens when it comes out. So what's
All
your
right,
what's
now
your
my
next one?
second will be the Whispering Woods Award. This is very hard because I feel some of these games, the music in them are far surpassing what I expected out of a game. One being World of Warcraft. Their music's always kind of been renowned. They have their in-house studio, stuff like that. But I had to take a couple steps back and I had to go with something pretty nostalgia, and it was Halo. I had to pick Halo for music. I remember launching the game, everybody getting that introductory sound. Their intro, the chills going down, getting goosebumps. Like, I have to give it to Halo. Even it sounds like some of the ambience they would play like on different planets, and then like once you would get into a heavy fight scene, like hell, take Halo 3 when we're running from the flood. They did really good with the music as far as like how they fit it to their campaign.
Yeah.
I felt though that I had to mention World of Warcraft in that because I mean some of their music is 10 out of 10 as well. So that was a hard choice, but I give it to Halo in the end. Oh,
Yeah,
someone's leaving.
I
I
can
was like, what is that?
I can agree with the Halo stuff. I can also agree with the World of Warcraft stuff, and that's one of the things I usually turn down in games is music, because it gets so fucking annoying to hear that when you're trying to like just chill in or talk to someone or anything like that. But as far as like the just like the ambient soundtrack, like the cities and stuff like that, when you're in like a little tavern, that is really fun to hear. You know, the music playing in the background, and like Halo, like you said, like there's nothing uh more hype than getting to a part and that music kicks in and you're doing it, and it's like everybody, I'm sure all of you guys have seen the memes now with the saxophones because of fucking Expedition 33, like when the saxophones start getting louder. Yeah, like even shit like that, that's just some ambient shit that starts happening, you're like, oh shit, and you start getting a little bit more excited or
That's
hyped or
one
anything
I
like
was
that.
gonna bring up was Expedition, but I
Mhm.
think if I had to pick a game outside them two, it would have been Valheim. And Valheim was really close because I feel like Valheim had some of the best ambient music in any game. I mean, you could, as you're exploring that world, the music is so soft, it's so pleasant. I mean, you just get lost in farming on that game. You can run around and cut trees for hours and pick berries and not realize it because of the music. So,
Yeah.
but I had to go back. Like I said, it was going to be World of Warcraft, but if I think back to the music that moved me the most in a game before WoW, it had to be Halo. It was most certainly Halo. So that's who I'm going to give it to.
You mentioned Valheim. Valheim is like the one game that me and Kat play that we don't have music going on in the background, just to listen to the game itself.
It's such a beautiful game. Like it was one, like I said, I mean, music's really big with me. And I had to think back, through the games I played, like soundtrack stuff like that, but inevitably it kept going back to Halo. Like Halo
Yeah,
is the one 10 years from now I'll still be able to pick out the intro of Halo if somebody was to play it. It's just something that's
it's
iconic and
iconic.
I
Yeah.
feel,
I have the
it's
I
good.
have the Halo Mjolnir theme on my playlist
God, no
for
doubt.
Spotify.
See,
Yeah, you
this
do.
this is my point. This is my point. This is why I had to give it to Halo. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Blizzard does a very good job in the zones and the ambient noise, like especially if you turn a lot of stuff down and listen to the music in Warcraft. They put a lot of time into that. But at the end of
Sure.
the day, was it as iconic as Halo? No. And that's why I had to give Halo the best ambient audio.
Yeah.
Right, my last award. Now, I may get roasted on this one because there was a lot, man. Like living realms, and you start thinking like, what games would you like to live in? Well, me personally, I'd like to live in Elden Ring. And then you start thinking about it, and it's like, well, for my own health and safety, that's probably not a good idea. Think about another fun game you played. I was like, well, Expedition 33 is kind of cool. Then you think of the principle of the game. Yeah, fuck that. I
Then you
don't
think,
want
wait a
that one
minute,
either.
I'm already dead. I'm
Yeah.
already
So
dead.
I was trying to give this a good bit of thought as to like what world I want to be in that I'm not dead, gonna get fucking eaten by something, or
Yeah, or
so
rot away.
inevitably it's space. Space has always been my gig, and I think that's why Destiny always kind of drew me to playing that game was
Hmm.
the planets, the
Fair.
guardians, the story, the light and dark. It has to be Destiny for Living Rome. It
Yeah.
has to be Destiny. I just think for a company that built a gaming universe, they hit everything that I would want in a game. And it was, space, you have a shooter, you have powers from, this object that gives you a guardian. I mean, it gives you a little ghost light that follows you around. Like, I want my own ghost. Like, that shit
Right.
would be
Right.
awesome.
And we
Your
all
So,
own minion.
enjoy that.
Can I make one side
living
thing?
living realm has to be Destiny.
Yeah.
I was brushing my teeth when y'all were talking about it, but Jibs brought up music, and I have the entire Expedition 33 like soundtrack on my Spotify. just because that's how good the music is.
It is a good when they released it for like Apple and Spotify and shit like that. Everybody, I think it got like some odd million plays within like the first week or some shit like that.
Now, I have to agree with you on the Destiny part. Because, I mean, if you're not a guardian, per se, and you're just living in the world, bro, there's so much that you can do in the realm of Destiny. Like, I mean, I'd stay at the tower if I wasn't a guardian, that's for sure. I'm not trying to have, a cabal stab me in the back or something, but...
Right.
We'd be okay though. Like Cabal, you really think Cabal's a threat? The only fucking threat we had Cabal-wise was Callus, and if I have to go fight Callus, I'm gonna have my homies with me. Like I'm good in Destiny. If all
You're
else
gonna fight
fails, we can get
Callus,
in a
just-
ship and fly away.
If
Yeah.
you're gonna fight Callus, just take the fitness Grand Pacer test with you, because that man can't do it.
Yeah, it just like I had to give it thought that like Warcraft came with its drawbacks. I was like, well, what about the World of Warcraft universe? That would be cool till you're fucking stabbed to death by Murlocs. Like there's drawbacks to these worlds, guys.
that world right there, man. That is the fucking worst fucking sound in the game. Is hearing the fucking Murlocs.
Yeah, like there's no way. We watched a movie the other day, and I had to explain to my kid, I'm like, these things are in the game, and if you hear that gurgling sound, run, because there's hundreds.
Uh-huh. And if you're playing wasn't that like one of the fucking things that killed people most of the time in the hardcore was the Murlocs?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like the third most deadliest mob in a hardcore WoW.
That and the whatever the jackal hyena things are in the first part.
Yeah. And they got undead people in Warcraft, people that can turn you into fucking sheeps and stuff. Like, no. Like, WoW was cool as a thought for about 2 seconds. And I was like, no, I don't want to.
I'm surprised, fucking Elden Ring definitely, like, I thought about that one too, and immediately was like, no, no,
right?
No.
These are games that I loved, but did you really want to be in their universe? Nah.
Do you want to be a fucking rot? No. Because 90% of the world's corrupted.
Dark Souls is cool. Do I want to be in the world? Fuck no. I'm a hard pass on that one too.
Especially because of the giants. The giants, motherfucker. You should be fucking walking, and a giant throws a spear from 2 mountains away.
Is space as well. And I would have chosen Halo, and to rebuttal Josh's opinion down there about the Cabal, fuck the Flood. That's the only reason I didn't pick Halo.
Okay.
Who wants to battle the Flood?
Look, I'm still currently going through the Halo story because I've never actually fully done it. I'm on Reach
right
now.
He's fucking kicked.
No, wait. To be fair.
This is a fucking worse travesty than Myth not playing Final Fantasy VII.
That's why I never talked about it. But I'm on Reach. Okay, I'm halfway through Reach right now, and I will admit I think the Flood is the worst thing I've ever gone up against in a video game.
Yeah, nobody wants to deal with the Flood, man.
You kill 2 of the walking dudes, and then there's 90 of the little brain things chasing you, and you're just like, dude.
Yeah, you shoot the fucking bloater one, and he explodes in the little ones. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I hate the Flood. I'm going through it with Squatchy, and he even said it. He goes, "What are your thoughts on Halo right now?" I said, "If I have to fight the Flood one more time, I'm deleting this game because I'm so done." Please tell me there's no more.
The Flood is just the big bad of Halo.
Please tell me I don't have to fight them in 4. That's all I need to hear.
You only fight them in Reach in the first 3.
All right, cool. So I just have to
That brought up a cool point, like Hogwarts Legacy, but then they got Crucio and all that shit. Like, no, I don't want to be in Hogwarts either, because all it's gonna take is one pissed off teenager and my day's fucked.
You gotta remember, in the actual Hogwarts world, a normal teenager literally can't cast those spells because they're just not strong enough. It's not like the game where you can cast it as many times as you want whenever you want.
How old was Potter when he took down Voldemort? 16?
Potter is a court-based scenario.
Yep.
Not everybody in
Hermione Granger. Just saying. They were all learning the fucking curses.
All it takes is one fucking pissed off Hermione and my days to shit. I'm
Uh-huh.
It's only one Hermione. Not everybody is Hermione. Not everybody you see in the movies is
Listen, they got the little time dial. She goes back in time. They can see their fucking past selves and future selves and all that shit. So it's like, no, there's not one fucking Hermione. There's like 800 infinite fucking Hermiones because she went back in time so many times. Yeah, fuck that.
Hermione Granger is a once in a generational prodigy when it comes to spellcasting.
Listen, we all know. We can argue this. If Myth was in Hogwarts Legacy, they'd turn him into a frog after about 10 minutes.
Everybody is more like Ron Weasley or Seamus Finnegan than Hermione Granger. Seamus blows stuff up. Same thing with Ron.
No. No. It would be fun. It would be fun, but
a damn donkey tail on me or something for the laughs. I feel like that would just be, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I should have chose God of War. Would that have made you guys happier? Like, let's live in that realm where fucking gods are trying to smash us all the time and titans.
If you're in the Greek one, the fucking world stops existing. So.
Yeah. You know what? Next time I'm gonna pick something like Gen Z or like, don't starve.
Yeah, there's always the caveats because you got to think about it if you're trying to pick that genre of things, and the premise behind all the games is there's always something that's a big bad. So like you got to try to find that one where you can overcome.
Yeah, there's just some, man. There's too many drawbacks with some of these worlds. I mean, some of them seem really cool to live in. I almost picked Stardew Valley because I feel like I'd have been
Myth,
safe.
what the fuck are you posting?
Ignore that. I'm trolling somebody in my guild Discord.
I was like, what the fuck?
He pasted the wrong thing.
Oh my gosh.
This is why when you call on him, it takes him a second to realize that you're talking to him.
What is this? He can't even get off WoW for an hour to do a podcast.
Right?
I can't stop trolling people. My bad.
Oh my gosh. All right. So yeah. So we got... I did post all of yours. Yeah, I got yours. Okay, cool. All right. So let's move on to Myths. Our Crimson Warden here. I kind of picked that name out for him the other day because it's Blood DK related. But yeah. Let's see what you got, Myth.
Next season. Blood DK is garbage.
The fuck I'm not. My ass.
I heard you're gonna play Druid.
No, I'm playing Mistweaver Monk.
He is the bear tank.
No, you can't make me play bear again ever. I'm not even logging in that soon. Anyways, so I got 3 different wars. We got the Endless Quest, most addictive game, of course, is World of Warcraft. I've been playing it since 2010, so 16 years now. I have literally 4 years of playtime on this game. 35,000 hours of playtime. Sitting in my chair playing this game.
The addiction is real. Huh? I don't even think my playtime's that high. I can't remember what it is. I'll have to look next time I log in.
Isn't it like /lifetime or something like that?
/played.
You just /played, but there's something that will show you across all your characters. I think when I did it, it was really small for some reason. I'm remembering like 400 days or something like that. It wasn't like some of these other people. They've got fucking hours on that game.
Wake up, play WoW.
So I started in 2010 when I was in the military, and then when I got out, when I got my very first apartment by myself, it was me. And so what I would do, I would wake up. I would play World of Warcraft. I'd go to work because I was working overnights. I worked overnights. I go home. I sleep for 3 hours. Then I wake up, play World of Warcraft, go to work, rinse and repeat. So literally like 16 hours a day playing WoW.
Yeah, I went through a stretch like that. I think that's why I don't play it as much now. I do.
I'm not gonna link WoW because you all know what WoW is.
Yeah, don't gotta really explain that one. Everybody knows that. Unfinished Chronicle, I'll finish it someday. Reward. Final Fantasy VII.
He'll never finish it.
Mm-hmm.
I started it. I got about 11
he
hours.
did say before he left that he was going to buy a controller when him and Kat got back from their vacation.
It's only been a week.
Mm-hmm,
Anyways,
mm-hmm.
got about 11 hours in it. I did finish Midgar. Thank you very much. I got to the overworld.
In 11 hours?
Yeah.
You ran through that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got 11 hours of talking in Midgar.
Like, try and play this game on a keyboard versus a controller is just, I hate it. That's why I stopped playing it. It's just so dumb trying to play it with a keyboard.
All right, so get a controller.
Yeah, I gotta get a controller. I always forget about doing it. One day I'll remember, maybe. I gotta get Kat to remind me once we go to a store. And then my biggest word, the flame that burned too bright. The biggest loss potential of any game that I've played was Anthem. Back in 2019.
I can agree with that.
19?
I can really agree with that. Huh? Oh.
2018, 2019, somewhere around there. Anthem came out. It was a over your shoulder shooting game that you literally, so you were in these Iron Man like suits. They called them javelins. There's 4 different ones. You could fly around just like Iron Man. The leveling experience in this game was absolutely incredible. There was going over the javelins that you could be real quick. There was a ranger, which is just you basically like regular soldier type. Colossus, like big old heavy tank class armor. And then there was a storm, which like this game. It didn't have magic. It was all technology. But the storm was, you were basically a mage, but through other means. And then Interceptor, which was like the super fast melee style javelin. So the leveling experience was absolutely incredible from beginning until you hit end game. Once you hit end game is when all the problems came. So they had a roadmap of where everything was going to go. Once you hit end game, there wasn't really a lot much to do at the beginning, except just grind these dungeons and do like events in the open world. There's a couple huge problems with the game to start out with. One, the Interceptor, which was actually the most popular javelin to use, was a melee javelin. But when the game first came out, there was no way to scale your melee damage. So your melee damage at level 1 was the same amount of melee damage you were doing at max level. Which, when you first started out, it was fine. When you hit max level, yeah, you were literally just hitting people with literal napkins.
Yeah.
And then the gearing system in the game was absolutely atrocious. There was 4 different javelins. And each javelin wanted its own stats. When a piece of gear dropped, the stats that rolled on this piece of gear was completely random. So if you were playing Interceptor and you had a piece of gear drop, it could have stats for the Storm Javelin, the one that is the wizard, which you don't want. And that included like the legendary items for your javelin that you want to gear out, right? So you finally get a legendary drop for whatever javelin you're playing, and it has the stats on it that were for a completely different javelin, which makes it useless.
Yeah, and the biggest problem too was that the dungeons weren't even like actual dungeons; they were just missions that were scaled up, and they wouldn't even drop like your level gear too. So like you could go in there and do it at level 20, and it would be like the tier whatever difficulty tier it was, and you could still get like a level 5 gun, and it would just be a waste of time.
So they did quickly solve that problem. That part of the problem, scaling gear, they fixed pretty quickly, and the melee damage scaling with Interceptor. The problem is when they did the scaling with gear, something messed up, and it turns out the gray starting gun that you get when you first load into the game became the strongest weapon you could ever get in the game. So brand new players like were coming into this game, and they had, they were wielding a machine gun that shot nukes basically, and it scaled with you until end game, and you could never get another weapon that did more damage than it. And then when they fixed so they made melee damage scale with weapon damage, which was great, because you finally could actually play the Interceptor, because that's the one that I played the most, was the Interceptor.
Yeah, that game had a lot of hype and build up that didn't get quite the delivery it needed to. But then also we had like a ray of hope whenever they said that they were going to reboot it, and the I think it was another company, another developer had grabbed it, or EA had assigned it to, and they were going to add stuff like pirates and shit like that and another javelin to it. And then that was like 6 months to a year of spaced out updates, and then the last update that they released for it was like, hey, this got canned.
Yeah, so what kind of happened was we had the roadmap, we had like the first and second big update, and then the developers went completely ghost, and then nothing changed for a while, and then all of a sudden the game was shutting down.
Another BioWare EA dump.
Yeah, it was rough. It was one of the games I've been most hyped for. I literally bought a brand new computer just to play this game, because the game was absolutely gorgeous to look at, and flying around pretending you're Iron Man.
The flight system in that was goated. It was super easy to control, and like you didn't have any issues, and to be able to hover and shoot and slam and all that fun stuff was really kicked in, man. I love that game, and then we lost it.
I didn't get to play it before it was gone. I just got to listen to everybody tell me how great it was.
That's why I say the leveling experience was like second to none. It was so great because like all the problems of the game didn't matter while you were leveling. All the problems of the game just happened at the end game.
Mm-hmm.
Like like when you're leveling, you always had something to do, right? You had the overworld like events you could do, or the story mode that you could do. But as soon as you hit end game, there was not a whole lot you could do.
There was the one event that they released, and it wasn't even a permanent event until people complained that there was nothing else to do in the game, and they made it a permanent end game event.
I remember working at GameStop when Anthem first came out, and so many people bringing back the game for a trade-in because they were just upset with it.
Yeah, it was one of those travesties, man. It sucked.
The one good thing I did about this game is it came out on, I think it was Game Pass when it dropped. So instead of buying the game, dropping the $60 on the game, I bought Game Pass. And then I had Game Pass, I think, for 2 months. And then after 2 months, I just let it, because after 2 months, I had, I don't know, like 400 hours in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually getting ready to drop my Game Pass. I've had it for so long, but I just don't use it anymore, so I think I'm going to cancel it.
EA is going to be on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's October or something.
That's the only reason why I'm keeping it, is because EA is on Game Pass, and Campaign Evolves on Game Pass too.
I'll get it when I want to play something that's on it, and then I'll cancel it. I only keep it for a month. That's all I ever do.
It's just too much right now. It's like $26 a month or something, and I just can't really justify.
Yeah, because you're doing the ultimate.
Use it.
It's like $22 for ultimate and $14 for PC Game Pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still not. It's still. I mean, it has a lot of worth to it. It's just not something that I'm gonna pay for when I might play one game on it every couple months. Yeah. So
I thought the kids were gonna kind of use it a little more because I give them the Xbox and everything, but they don't really use it either.
Oh,
I'm just gonna cancel it.
I've fucking been meaning to tell you this. I found this out the other day. You know, Amazon's Prime Gaming. It's called Luna.
Mm-hmm.
You can download the controller for that, and you can use like your phone as a controller and play it on any TV that supports Amazon Prime.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And even you can play it on your phone. You go to the web browser, you log in, and then you go into the settings and download the web browser as an app, and it makes a shortcut on your screen, and it'll play it. So you can have an on-screen controller playing games, and you can, if you have Amazon Prime, you can play any of the games on that Amazon Gaming or whatever they call it now.
I think
But
that's the future.
it's
of
cool as
gaming
shit.
Is no console, no computer. Everything's just streamed directly to what it is you're playing it on. I
Cloud
just don't
gaming.
think we have the technology yet. We're close. Don't get me wrong, we're close, but I don't think we're quite there yet.
Nintendo the one testing that waters with I know most of the Resident Evils except for 7, 8, 9 are all cloud gaming, like cloud versions of the game. So it's just you buy it, but it's only like a 2 kilobyte download because you're just downloading the idea, I guess, like the idea of the game because it's all just being streamed.
Nvidia's also done it for a while too with Nvidia Shield. They've got it's all cloud-based gaming. You pay pay your tiers that you pay for is like what size like processor and GPU. Like if you want better frames, you pay for a higher tier kind of deal. Cat's giving you.
Just came in screaming. She's got VeggieTales stuck in her head. I don't know how that happened, but
please don't fucking start singing it because I'll sing that shit all day.
I think the reason that Nintendo was doing that though, doesn't Xbox control their live service? So inevitably, it's just Microsoft testing cloud gaming out on somebody else's stuff because I think Xbox has their hands in both Sony and Nintendo's live network.
Not Sony's, because that's why Sony's crashes all the fucking time.
Then it's just Nintendo's. I knew
I think so.
they do the live service for one of the other big ones.
I think it is Nintendo, but because Nintendo does their whatever their live service is called, and it's like cheap and shit. But
I do think that's
it's like their servers or something like that.
I think
it is
here
getting
soon
there.
people are going to just have controllers at their house, and just like any app that you start on your, smart TV or whatever, you'll go on, launch an Xbox app and stream games, or a stream app and stream games.
Well, think about the driving prices of gaming, PC gaming right now. Like it's becoming so unaffordable that what's going to be the solution to that? Are we going to have to wait for the price to come down, or that cloud gaming that you're talking about? Like that's.
I want to build another computer like right now, but I just won't. It's too expensive. It's way too expensive right now. So we wait.
Yeah. Bugles. Are you putting them on your fingertips and doing it? Because if you're not doing it that way, you're doing it wrong.
He's not listening.
No, I'm not doing it.
That was for Kat, because she said that she's eating bugles.
Kat, I went and got a bunch of buckskin the other day. That seems to be every day I leave.
I'm like, fuck, I gotta stop going to these places that has books. Books are plants, man. Books are fucking plants.
I'll let her know.
Yeah, it's terrible. But yeah, so yeah.
Say, what are your awards?
Mine. Let's see, guys. The Bard's Welcome Award I'm giving goes with the best title theme music, and this hands down has so many memories for me. And like like when you smell that fucking one smell kind of deal, and you like all these memories come flooding in because you have that core memory from it. It's Destiny 2, hands down. When you boot that game up, the title theme music is the first thing you hear with Destiny. And they have made every single DLC have a different title theme music or title theme song that is just so iconic. It still keeps a little bit. What?
I feel like you're stepping on my toes, taking Destiny as best title theme.
Listen here, motherfucker.
Audio. It's the same fucking company.
No.
Oh no. Destiny and Bungie over there is who give us the iconic Halo intro before they fucking sold that shit.
Technically, that was that composer guy that they cheated out of all the money, but that's a different fucking topic.
You're stepping on my toes.
Wasn't one of the DLCs for Destiny, didn't they just do like either like no music or it was like really low somber music because it was after Cade's death?
There's
pretty
not
sure
been
they
a
did
no
that.
music, but they've done a like kind of a
Like super
sad.
sad. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah,
I can
they've done a
hear it
lot
in
of
the back of
that.
my head.
Well, you see, so the reason I went with that is because like I have a lot of iconic memories of me and Lunar playing at midnight releases back when we used to get the DLCs at midnight. Like if we stayed up all night. It would take, we get the preload, we download it because it wouldn't launch the download until till midnight, and then you had to wait for the download to finish on Xbox, and then you had to wait for it to let you in the server. So like you get put in that queue, and then probably about 2-3 o'clock in the morning is when we would actually get on. We play a couple hours, but like while you're sitting there waiting in queue, you're in the title, and that music's just playing, and you could just sit there and listen to that music, and just fucking do whatever. Like it felt fucking good. Like you love that music whenever you're sitting in there. Like, man, this is such a fucking banger. It's not hyped up or anything like Halo's iconic music where it's like drums and guitars and stuff like that kicking in there. But it's like just very ambient, kind of lo-fi-ish with a lot of the stuff. But yeah, that shit, man. That's my iconic. That's why I chose that one, because of that. It's all different and just really, really good. So, but the next one that I am choosing, and since I already linked Destiny 2, I won't link that one. The next one I have is the Phoenix Feather. The best redemption arc for a game, and for me, that was Wayfinder. There was a lot of kickback when that game first came out, that it did not do very well. Like it just had a lot of microtransactions in it. So that one really screwed things up for a lot of people to want to play it and whatnot. But then I'm trying to think, where's my thing on it, because I had it up. But there was a lot of stuff that the new company that came over and took it. They did a complete overhaul of the game. There was no microtransactions. Everything is in-game earnable. They did like the dungeon crawler aspect of it. The champions, I don't know what they're called, but the characters that you could get, they were easier to unlock, so you didn't have to buy them or anything like that. And the game's got super cheap. It went down to like $30, and then when it's on sale, it was like 12 and 15. So pick that up. Me and the wifey played it a lot, and it's just fun because there's like a cat guy that he's a berserker class, and you just take a big axe and you fucking spin to win. That's how it always works. But that was definitely one for me that really got a good redemption arc, because I was hyped about it at first, and then like I saw all the stuff that came out about it, and I didn't want to buy it. And then my buddy Joe had actually told me, he's like, "Hey dude, have you seen Wayfinder?" And I was like, "I actually just took that off my wish list." And he's like, "Dude, they revamped it, did all this new release stuff, and it is 100 times better." And the developer was Airship Syndicate. So if you actually look at like the Steam reviews on it, it's got mixed reviews for the overall, but it's got mostly positive reviews for its recents because of that. And I mean, it's been out for 2 years now, so you guys can take it how you want. But I definitely suggest like grabbing it when it's on sale if you like the dungeon crawler kind of aspect of things, because that's really what you do. There's a story campaign, there's different worlds, there's questing, there's side quests, there's collectibles, and then there's like the dungeons. They have difficulty levels for them, and there's a gear system in it, so you can like get stronger gear and different kind of builds. Like you can make your berserker can have kind of like a healing-ish build to him, so he heals himself a little bit whenever he's doing damage. All kinds of different fun stuff, but it's really cool. Like I suggested y'all check it out, check GG deals, and pick it up when it's like $12-15. You'll get plenty of hours in it. Was that Wayfinder?
Yeah, I tried to get Jim to play this with me.
It wasn't Wayfinder. I mentioned buying Wayfinder a little while back.
No.
Yes, because it was on sale for like $13 when I bought. What the fuck did I buy that day? I bought something else instead. I bought Path of Exile, another game I haven't fucking played.
Yeah, this one is super fun. Like, if you guys ever want to jump on it, let me know. It's got a bunch of different classes. Well, not a bunch,
How
but it's
much
got
is that thing now? I may pick it up. That game does look really cool.
Yeah,
That
it's
game
not on
does
sale
look
right
really
now.
cool.
But I know
Can't wait
places
till
where
it's
you
on
can
sale
get it.
again.
So
It did. It looked really cool. That's what I was going to pick up. And then I remember I bought Path of Exile because I was looking for a new game to buy. And it was when all those sale things was going on. And then I ended up buying one that wasn't even on sale.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there's a housing system in it too. You can find collectibles throughout the game, and you can decorate a house, like all kinds of different stuff. It's like got multiple floors. What if my wife's in chat listening? There's like the foyer that you can get into. There's like a balcony level. There's a porch. There's bedrooms, kitchens, basement. Like, and you can get like monsters and stuff like that to put in the basement, like a slime and shit.
This is the one I watched you play a good bit. You and Lunar would play it from time to time.
Yeah, it's super fun.
This game does look really cool. I give you that. This game does look really cool.
Yeah, and there's like public events that it's just really cool stuff. Like, I mean, public in the event that there's nobody else that's going to be doing it besides people in your lobby, but that you're playing with. But it's similar in that aspect of things. Anything with the kitchen you're in? Yeah, that I don't know what the max player on it is off the top of my head, but it's definitely 4 for sure. Oh, 3-player co-op action RPG. We only ever play with the 2 of us, so.
My problem is I'm not scared to admit it. I play a very addicting game that kind of keeps you in a place, and when you play other games like that, it's so hard because you keep saying to yourself, I could be playing fucking WoW right now. And I get back on Warcraft.
We're like,
I am sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. Fuck you guys. All you play WoW if you want to play with me.
Yeah, right. Like, I got all these guys playing Destiny, and then I haven't seen them on in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got to get back on. I do. I was gonna play last night for a little while, but ended up getting fuck, what did we watch? Oh, the new Frankenstein. Man, I feel like I slept on that movie. That movie was so good.
Yeah. After the podcast, stick around for a few minutes, just because I want to show you something that I was working on yesterday. But yeah. So, and then my last pick of the day here is the Second Chance Scroll Award. It's the game that I feel is the most deserving of a reboot, and that is 100% going to be Battleborn. And if you guys don't know what that is, did you say no?
It needs a reboot. It needs a reboot. It needs a reboot. It did not get the love that it needed.
As much as you love Destiny, you could have picked Destiny for that.
I don't need a reboot for Destiny. I still play Destiny.
Destiny wouldn't have went anywhere. They could have went back, fixed all their mistakes, and we could have still had a good game and not whatever the fuck Marathon is.
Battleborn did not get the love that it deserved. It got slept on because Overwatch came out at the same exact time.
It came out 1 month later.
The worst possible time.
Listen, if Overwatch handed this game its ass, then we clearly need to pick a different game.
It's because this one was made by Gearbox and Overwatch was released by Blizzard. There's a bigger fan base on Blizzard than there is on.
This is kind of true. This is kind of true because I mean I can't think of a WoW player that didn't try Overwatch just because it was a Blizzard game. To be fair.
Yep. And this.
I played Heroes of the Storm, so I
mean,
this
game does look ballin'. I ain't gonna lie, this game does look really cool.
Battleborn was so good.
Okay,
motherfucking in Montana.
It's
oh my god.
Yeah, there was fucking Oscar Mike. There was fucking Phoebe. Orin. That was my favorite. That was she's got like a little mage with 6 arms.
I used like games that kind of looked like
graphics.
So you like if you love Borderlands, this is same people that make Borderlands. it has a campaign that you could run through and missions, and you unlock characters playing the campaign and stuff like that, or the champions, whatever they called them. But also it had the multiplayer was a MOBA style, so you had there was like team deathmatch and stuff like that you could play too, but you had
like
2 points, and you had
I
to
know it's
move.
Smite, but,
You had to move the big push, kind of like how Overwatch does theirs, where you got to push the payload. They had a payload system too, and you would push it back and forth and whatnot and try to hold the points and stuff. But everybody had like spells and attacks or guns and things like that. But there was a gear system in it that was like League of Legends, where you had to buy, like you got up levels and then you had to buy the piece of gear. But playing the campaign unlocked gear that you could purchase in game. So that was the only shitty part of it, is because if you didn't play the campaign, there were some items that you couldn't play. Yes, you were at a disadvantage.
You can earn it by just playing.
It looks like a high-res game. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like fucking high-res made it.
That's one of the reasons why that game kind of failed, because you couldn't just, log into the game and play in a lobby and compete with other people like you could with Overwatch. Battleborn, you had to play the game, the PvE side of the game, to then go into the PvP side of the game, to then compete, and you got to get gear before you can compete with people.
Yeah, well, that
if you go in and not having any gear, you're just gonna get flattened.
That, and it wasn't the gear system was them trying to be something different, and it didn't bode well for a lot of people doing the hero shooters, because they could just play Overwatch, like you said, and they didn't have to do anything. They could just play. They didn't have to worry about, okay, do I equip the gloves because it gives me stronger this? You didn't have to worry about team comp in the same manner of just like, this is the counter for this this character, so I need to play this one. You had to think about the counter as well as what item to build on, like in League or magic resistance or something like that. But it was fun, and the characters were awesome. If you fucking loved Borderlands and the commentary and shit like that, all of the fucking characters had the same fucking feel. Or Rindy is hands down my favorite. She's a crazy fucking little mage that had fucking extra arms.
I played the chick that had like the little monster with her.
And are you talking about the genie?
Yeah, he was like a genie or some shit. And she always they always had like snippy one-liners with each other. Like they genuinely did not like each other half the time whenever you would play or something like that. That was my main. I always built her to have like the genie would do a whole bunch of elemental damage on top of being a huge tank.
Shane and Oryx. She was a melee.
Yeah, oh my god, she was so fun.
Yeah, she's an attacker. Like you had Thorn was the bow elf. Atticus was like the big giant. I can't remember what their race was called, but he had like a big glove that he attacked with. You had a fucking luchador fucking wrestler dude. El Dragon, that was one of them. There's a mushroom dude named Miko. That was a healer. Umbra was also a healer.
This game, but they rebooted Gigantic because apparently people wanted that game back.
No, we're not talking about that.
Literally a terrible game.
Yeah. It's just one of those, but it's fun. Like, so anybody who likes the Borderlands stuff, it had all of that, and there's a community that is rebooting it, like just as like one of those things, like a project, so you can still play it, but it's another one of those games like Anthem that no longer has servers. They shut it down. The one was your go-to best game? Yeah, I mean, we played a lot. Like, I loved Overwatch, but Battleborn definitely was my go-to if I was given the choice. But those were my 3 picks. So
I never played Battleborn.
Yeah, it's fine. A lot of people did.
Play the shit out of Overwatch though.
Yeah, I don't know how many hours I got in that, since it's all split around everywhere. I don't even have my battle account set up anymore on my computer, so I can check, but I did put a lot in there. And then that was the weird thing too, when they launched Overwatch 2, that they went back and renamed it just Overwatch, because it was literally not a second game. It was just the same game with some new heroes.
New heroes and one less tank per game.
Yes.
I didn't realize that the Battleborn was released. Then literally 3 weeks later is when Overwatch came out.
Yep. I owned this on Xbox originally. So, yeah, because I only have 17 hours on the Steam. And then Xbox, hundreds of hours before the player base really fell off. And that was one of those games where, like, the player base fell off, and the only ones that still played were the kids that lived on it and had no life and was really, really good at it. So you didn't get very many matches that you would win. The Forever Man.
The Forever Man game is this?
Oh, that's that ChalkCon that Jeb talked about along on one of the early podcasts. ChalkCon, the Forever Man.
The game is so killer. That game is so killer.
Old school Sega.
Yeah, that game is so good. I'm glad Dad brought that up. Like I ended up mentioning it in that one that we did, those retro throwback games, because for its time, it will forever be in my brain as one of the hardest fucking games I have ever tried playing.
That we talked about that before with Sega and like all the old school Sega platform games, man. Like there's some of them that like this was a true test. We're like, yeah, I beat Halo on Legendary. I'm like, bitch, did you beat fucking World 5 on Lion King? No, you didn't. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Dude, we're just rough.
Aladdin, Lion King, Mickey Mouse's Castle of Illusion, they all were the three banes of my existences where, like, if you didn't have build up your extra lives for that particular level, it sucked so bad to get that far and then have to start over. Because there's no checkpoints in that game as far as, like, when you died, you died. You couldn't just punch in a code and start at that level. You had to play from the beginning. So, but yeah, guys. So that's all we got for you today. That was our Golden Tankards. Hopefully you guys enjoyed what we had brought up and agree with us or don't agree with us. What is your guys' take on it? That's something for the VOD is put in there. What awards do you think should exist, and what is the game that you tie to it? And just give us a short description as to why. So with that, guys, we're going to say our goodbyes. We're a couple minutes short unless somebody else has something that they want to pop up. Anybody got anything?
I think we did good with the choices today. Even though I'll allow you fucking steal my shit for audio and pick Destiny for fucking title screen.
Hey, I want to point out whose fucking games were in before the other person's.
I should shank them. I should shank you. It's fun. It's fun. It's okay. I'll just kick you in the fucking shin when I see you. We'll call it even.
Okay. That's fine. I'm going to throw a fucking box spring at you.
You can. I need that bitch anyway. Speaking of box spring.
Just going to pull in. You'll be like, oh, hey.
I'm good. I think the awards were good. It's like I said, some of these categories I thought was going to be funny, like the Living Realm, because everyone's going to say the coolest game, at first, not really thinking of the drawbacks. That's why I wanted to pick that, because it was like, all these games we play, the graphics, the worlds that they build, but yet if I was a character in that world, it would be really shitty.
And I can 100% get behind you on the Destiny one on that one, because that one would be an absolute fun thing, the place to live in.
Man. It's space, all kinds of stuff. I mean, you have a ghost, so you get like a automatic life partner just being in that world with your ghost and everything. And I don't know. I feel like a universe that really fit that was Destiny, man. You got space, you have exploration, you have magic, you have all kinds of cool shit. Like I definitely, with the drawbacks, I just feel like the drawbacks in Destiny aren't as bad as most games pre-Witness. Now, Witness was a little bit of a pain in the ass, but
Yeah.
I could handle most of shit in Destiny. I do believe. I
I
don't think that would be bad.
I think the biggest thing on that is because the Guardians all die so many times. Like they've died hundreds and hundreds of deaths and stuff like that. At one point in time, do you just stop feeling pain?
That's a possibility.
Like, I'd hope
That's
so.
a possibility.
I'm just
yeah.
pointing it out there. Since we're on the topic of Destiny, they should have killed off Zavala when his voice actor passed away.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't like hearing a different voice whenever I talk to Zavala.
I still
get
think
it.
Whispering Woods, it's man, I know I put Halo there because of the iconic, but again, I think the soundtrack, it's a really close runner-up is Valheim. That game's damn near a perfect game for a survival. Like everything about that game's good.
And it's
I think
one of those
musically,
games where
the
they didn't
best.
have to throw the greatest graphics at to make it fun and
No, they
good.
just made it good, man. That's all I
Yep.
care about. Just make a good game. I could care what it looks like. If it's fun game, it has good mechanics and a good story, people are going to play it.
Cat, you can be a warlock in Destiny. I'm just saying, you can throw fucking purple
Yeah.
orbs. You can teleport
Not the
around. You can be a
She
fucking
says Warlock, she
Dragon
wants
Ball
people
Z
to do
character
things.
and lightning beam shit and Kamehamehas. I'm just saying.
That's the other thing about World of Warcraft. Everyone thinks that's a cool world, and we're not. Now, I'm gonna take all the creatures from World of Warcraft and put them to the side, and just think of all the other champions of Azeroth that you're gonna be there with. Like, who wants to deal with a warlock yeeting fucking imps at you, or a paladin smacking you with a giant ass hammer?
Think about all the NPCs in Warcraft and how many of them fucking die. Every fucking thing. They're dead. Like, you're not surviving in Warcraft for very long.
No, I just don't think it's a world where I can run into an orc that can pop my head like a zit that I'm gonna feel really safe there. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I feel like I'm a weird one here because it would be post or not post. It would be pre-Rapture for me when it comes like BioShock.
So, like when they're still up.
Yeah, when it's the Burial at Sea DLC where it's all nice and just a sophisticated lifestyle before they decided to, become splicers. It's nice. Would I live in it during the time of splicers? Probably. I mean, I know how to kill them, so I'd be all right.
I think
But I mean, at the
Destiny
same
would be a
time,
cool world.
I agree. I definitely think Destiny would be an amazing world to live in. Let me go, touch the Vex milk, see what
The only
happens.
other thing I could throw there that I feel like we may be safe would be like Viva Pinata. I mean, they're gonna eat your little pinata people, but they don't fuck with you. So you're kind of good as like a farmer in that world.
Scratch that.
Right.
Banjo and Kazooie. Let me go live with the Jinjos.
Yeah, there you go. That would work too. I do though. I think we had some good choices, man. I mean, we had some games people haven't brought up in a while. Anthem came up, which, like I said, that was probably one of my biggest regrets. Was not getting to play Anthem as much as people said the game was incredible till Endgame, and then it got really stale. I wish I would at least got to do like a playthrough on it, or but
Yeah.
can't go back.
It's one of those things, man. It'd be nice to be able to come back and play some of these games. And that's another topic we can talk about is the whole live service gaming. We lose it. Like whenever it's gone, it's gone. Like we can't play these games anymore. But that's
But
another
we talked
topic for
about
a
that
later
last
podcast.
week or week before last.
Yeah, we had a small
Because
touch on
we
it.
had the whole Sony thing where Sony just ended up, peeling those movies away from people after they bought them, and
Yeah.
it's, games is shortly behind that. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
I want to touch on the Phoenix Rising, or not the Second Chance scroll or whatever. I feel like another game that deserves a reboot, and this is just a personal opinion, is Mag. Mag was a PlayStation 3 only game. It was basically Battlefield, but dumbered down graphics and just a little bit different. It had different factions in it. I'm sorry, not Battlefield. It's basically PlanetSide 2, but army instead of space.
Mm-hmm.
It was a super fun game. Like the domination matches would last 3.5 hours because it was 3 factions going against each other. And the best part was is that that game mode was only available on a Friday. Friday and Saturday were the only 2 days that it was available. After that, it was locked. So whoever won within the weekend would own that territory until next Friday, which gave, if you owned it, you gained extra buffs for your team and whatnot.
Yeah, you got a weekly bonus. It was the same. They did the same thing in New World.
Yeah, like it was such an interesting thing, and I was like, bro, this game is so fun. When they announced the servers were shutting down, I hopped on that thing. I grinded out as many trophies as possible for the PlayStation because I was like, I need to have a mark on this game. And the only thing I didn't do was pick the Raven faction and get one character to max level. That's the only trophy I'm missing.
New World's another one of them fucking games that's getting shut down next January. Yeah, January 2027. They're shutting the servers down permanently. That game got its last DLC, and it made the game like 100 times better, and it got a huge influx. And then Amazon announced like a week later that they're shutting the servers down.
What game?
New World Eternum.
Yeah. I didn't like New World.
It's a skill-based MMO. Like, you have to be like good at aiming. So it's like BDO.
Yeah, everything was skill shots in the game.
Yeah, you can't. It's not tab targeting. So if you're like huge into that with WoW and stuff, then it's not quite the game that a lot of people like to switch over to play.
Yeah, it was. They tried to do something different instead of just doing the same old MMORPG mold that's been in existence since MMORPGs existed.
Yeah. The only other game that does it, but does it in a, they have two methods. There is a tab targeting, but then the skill shot is BDO, Black Desert. That's why a lot of people switched over from Black Desert to New World and then went back. But yeah, guys. All right, well, that's all we got for the day. We're going to close up our episode here. We thank you all for coming in, as always. Myth has something he would like to say real fast.
When we post the VOD to YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, we want to see what your guys' thoughts are, what your awards are that you would like to see games get, and what the games are. So please post a comment on that. We'll have the VOD uploaded probably within the next day or so. And guys, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you all. Remember, guys, keep your head on or don't. We'll see you next time.
Peace, guys. Have a good afternoon.
Yeah, let me post the socials there for you guys.
Get out of here.
There's your socials.